when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. Second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Reload!
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And you look at the Saints defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him and put him down on the spot.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Seahawks at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
19.
Now Jones. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Jones throwing on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw again. End zone call. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Higgins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints nothing. To kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
13 yards.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Throwing is Hurts. He finds his target, Allen. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes 3rd down at 7. On the draw, Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll drop the throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wits in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
8-yard loss.
All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Lane. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Sacked. A loss of 9 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Caught, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Saints first down.
Robinson up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught by Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a third down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jaden Reed, 68 yards. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Silver.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
30. First down, Saints.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Looking to throw. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wade. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. goes in for the Seahawk touchdown. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Dicker down attack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Saints 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. He's across midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
The kicker on
Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Seahawks 21, Saints 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Break.
Gibbs straight ahead. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Another run for Gibbs here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Great. Delta.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Short throw caught by Pitts. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Have the 60, have the 60. Buffalo 18. 19 Lion. 60 Bobcats.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14.
Saints, 14. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
63.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit and kick out of bounds, they say, right at the 50-yard line.
The 50-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set. 79.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
48-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Second and 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
60 vices. 19. Tiger. 19. Tiger. Watch the win. Left thing. 19. 18. Run. 18. 18. Pioneer. Let go.
Throwing Jones.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Red ball 80. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need point. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's on his way. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
28. Saints 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. There's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Open man is Higgins. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Throwing on second down. Jones. He's into the secondary. And the Seahawks are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Come on, set. Rocco 80.
And they'll do a power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
return there gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Here comes 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
He'll look to throw. This is Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 6.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. They want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 coming up. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Mitchell. And able to get this to the 31. 2nd and 5.
At the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass complete to Robinson. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.